we're going to try this test. I'm trying another mic. Um, we went up to Malala, did a little bit of placer mining. I guess I'll bring it up a little bit so you can maybe see a little bit more. Don't everyone's seen a gold cube? Come on, there. Not gonna work. Come on. Like I said, I'm still testing stuff out. Anyways, we went up and did a little placer mining, and I uh, I I found a root ball that was uprooted, and decided to check it out. Clean up the root ball and see what's in there. And I did find a little bit of specks. Right now I'm seeing if there's any black sands. Yep, there's black sands. Cool. And I found a couple little specks. So I cleaned out a bunch of other root balls and got it in the bucket. Today I'm gonna run it through my gold sluice, or my gold cube, sorry. Like I said, I'm learning this stuff as I go. All right, it's balanced that way. Balanced that way. Up over here. Yep. What I did, I had sawtooth matting in here. I never really liked how it slowed the water down. So I just took it off, cleaned off the slick plate again. I do have sawtooth matting in the other three. We're just going to see how it works. So here we go. I look like a midget. Oh well. I guess I could possibly put that down there. Whatever. Oh. And yes, a lot of guys use the other stuff for in the beach and stuff, but oh, there's little green rocks. This is river. Hang on, let me shut the door so you don't hear my wife's bird. There. And we'll do this bucket and see what we have. I know a lot of guys like the indicator mat. I think it was designed for a slick plate that I've read that it increases the volume of the water to make the G force separators work. So, hey, let's try it. Like I said, I had the sawtooth matting here, but it just seemed like it slowed the water down too much. And our setup is, well, the regular stand, four stacker. Then I have oh, forgot what it's called, but the little thing there. I'll show you. Maybe someone can tell me what the little thingy is. That little thingy right there. I forgot what it is. We'll move you back a little bit too. There. And we're just going to see. Like I said, I did find a little speck in my gold pan, a couple specks at the Malala River in Oregon. That's basically all you get. Once in a while there's a what we call a picker. Not actually a picker, but it's a something. Not in gold prospecting terms in any way. And when I say a speck, I mean a speck. Ah, that is a little tiny piece. Wow. Let's see if I can. Little tiny piece of, I do believe, rhyolite. Don't know if that's going to show, but yeah. Huh. We find a lot of rhyolite in a hard rock mine up the in Quartzville. But it just seems like we haven't got to get up to Quartzville this year very much with everything happening and all that. Everyone knows all that. And being that the Malala River is our backyard, took a day trip and went up there. Look at that. There's some roots even after it went through a classifier. Wash your roots. Wash your roots. And this is how I do it, especially those tiny ones. The gold cube does it. I'm kind of liking how the slick plate's working. I wish I could have got it smoother, but I have seen online that you can buy just the plates, which I'll most likely will buy a new one. We've tried the dream matting. What I have to do, break up these little roots. And like I said, a lot of our videos pertain to our hard rock mine down in Quartzville. As you can see in the background, I got rocks. There's a rock for you. Right? There's a rock for you. Haven't crushed it yet. We also do a little bit of rock hounding. Just a little bit. But like I was saying, the the sawtooth matting, I just didn't like how it was holding a lot of stuff. I think it was holding too much water back. That's why they designed it. And the designer even has said that you can put one on there, but the way he talks about it, I don't think he wanted to say he don't recommend it. But anyways, it seems like it's working a lot better. We'll see. We'll see what's in this pile. Like I said, I found no, I don't even think it was fly poop. I really don't think it was fly poop. And when I see stuff falling off on the slick plate, I just use one of these just to push it off the back of the gold cube. And yes, this is wet. It's been in the bucket all night. We'll see. Almost like a clay. And yes, I use, this is a guy named Doc makes these. Mainly for, let's see, nugget stalker. Doc's nugget stalker. They use it for metal detecting because it has like a little sluice. You can look it up. There's a lot of there's videos on there. Yeah. Well, we just run it and see. No particular timing I do. I just run it. Like they say, cube it or lose it. Ah, I just saw a little piece of gold go down. And where we were was on a very steep ground. It took forever to get down and get back up. As you know, prospectors, it is. If you're doing down by the river, our hard rock mines, drive the truck and the camper right to it. Bing, bang, boom. Set the camper up, go across the road, and you're mining. And where we were with this, it's in a public area. I do have a dream mat in that, whatever they call it, extender, I guess, whatever. Goes through the gold cube, goes through here. Then we have a bucket for catching any tailings. So this is supposed to be an in-ground pond. Well, as you can see, it's our tailing pond. Everyone has their own ways. I'm really hoping this mic is still working. Because yesterday I made a couple nice videos of it. And I forgot to link this mic to my phone. It looks like it's still doing it. Yeah. I'm going to run this stuff through. If you get bored, you can fast forward with it, whatever you want to do. If you enjoy it, please like and share. Subscribe. Takes a little bit of work to do this stuff. But hey, it's perfectly fine if you just want to watch it and not subscribe. But I would appreciate if you did. That's fine. It's a big deal. We do have a Facebook page, Mason Mining, and we're on Instagram. We're on all the stuff that you can see. Almost think I should go and grab my drill and break this up. It's pretty clay, but you know what? We're going to do it anyways. Don't learn anything until you screw up. And like I said, I've never said that I'm an expert at it at all. We have been mining for or prospecting, I should say, for a lot of years. Found a little bit here, a little bit there. Like I said, it's on our channel. We mainly do the Clarksville, the northern part of Oregon. Really would like to one of these days get down to the southern part. But as everyone knows, our gas prices are not that good. But like any hobby, you got to put money in to do stuff. I'm really liking how that's working. I had a concern that it might not work since I had to clean and grind off the glue that was on there. I'm glad I did because the sawtooth matting was bubbling up. It's been on there for a few years. I think I need to add a little bit of water to my bucket. Get my trusty gold pan. It's called the hex pan. They still make it. It's pretty nice. You have your regular riffles. You have medium. And on this side, you have just very for your fine gold. But it works really nice. It's not really a production pan. It generally hangs out here. Okay, now we got a little bit of water in our bucket. We can maybe break up some of this. A lot of people say not to do it, but you got to experiment. That looks a little bit better. Generally, what I would do is I have an auger that goes on my battery operated drill that after it got home I would blend it up, then put it through here, but it's fine. We're just seeing what's in there. See if we find a little bit of color. Well, you never know. And if I'm running this too much, well, comment. The creek we were prospecting on. This will be a little bit of research for you because I'm not going to name the creek, but it's the major creek that the Ogle Mountain Mine, which is famous here in Malala area. You can look it up on almost any mining websites. But this creek is where all of their tailings floated down from the creek by the mine, which is named Ogle, down into this main tributary, then on into the Malala River. That's enough hints, but it's not all the where the gold comes from. It's not just ogle. A little research would show you um, all about it. Ogle's just like the movie star. No one knows about the other mines that were practically in the same spot. And this was partially on bedrock and our false bedrock. People in Arizona would call it caliche. We call it false bedrock. It crumbles in your hands. But it also holds gold. Gold can't penetrate through it, and if it does, it's going through cracks. And I'm filming it on my Google Pixel 9. We do have the GoPros, but when we're in here, the gold room, I just use that. Sometimes I use it out in the field too. I'm waiting on my other DJI mic that has a receiver, so I don't have to trust the Bluetooth through the phone that a lot of people say don't work. And seeing the soupy stuff, I'm thinking I should have done that. I might run this bucket and then get that bucket out of there and rerun it. Who knows? What's it? It'd be sitting on the couch watching gold prospecting videos. That's basically what we do. And yesterday, my wife kind of tired her out. So she's taking it easy today. Well, we're getting down to the end of the bucket where, well, as if any of you know, when it's bouncing around the back of your pickup, vibrating your Jeep or your car or your trunk, just vibrates, the gold goes down to the bottom of the bucket. If you have any gold. So now we're down to spoons. Doesn't take too long to finish a bucket. Like I say, if you got guys and gals that are out there that run this thing a lot, if I'm running it too much, please comment. I mean, between my scoops. Like I said, we have tons of videos on hard rock. If you have any questions on hard rock mining, crushing, anything, we can help you out on that. You will see if you look on our channel, as my wife does all the chemical stuff. She's got a kiln, all the assaying, all that kind of stuff. She does that stuff. She enjoys that stuff. She don't join too much crawling down hills, or I mean cliffs. I call them hills. Most people would call it a cliff. So we will see. Getting down to nitty gritty here. Okay, that's way too slow. Go back to our hex pan, our hex pan. Get some more water in here. This is just more of a controlled environment. If the cube didn't make it, or if I screwed up, because generally it's not the cube, it's me. Well, it's sitting right down there in that bucket. Hi. You might not want to come out looking like that. It's recording. If I turn the camera around, folks, it'll be X-rated. I'm not doing that. Sorry. It's. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What I've done, so I took the sawtooth matting off of this. You know, the sawtooth matting on the stick plate. I took it off because I was reading up on it. A lot of the people put that stuff on there for beach mining. But if you're up in the rivers and stuff, a lot of people say to leave it off because the sawtooth matting, I'm talking to the camera too, and my wife, um, slows down the velocity of the water. So the G force doesn't work. And that was a lot of that was coming from the inventor, Mike, whatever his name is. So I'm trying it out. Mike Plug, that's what it is. So you were sleeping, and I felt like doing another video. And I'm hoping that this is working this time. All right. I think our last little bit that's in here, we're going to move you around over to the panning booth or panning tub because I just don't like putting that extra water through that. And as you can tell, it's a regular yellow panning booth. Hey, look at there. There's another pan. This is a nice pan too. Sluice Fox. I love these riffles, these vanishing. Kind of getting used to the black. I use it. I'm still testing it. It shows the gold off real well. But I think I'm going to use my hex pan. Oh, like I said, I didn't say I was good at this. But let me get some more water in that bucket. Okay, good enough for us. Oh, we'll see. Why that's kind of running a little bit. The way it's so small. Again, this is a hex pan. Regular riffles, regular, medium, medium. And you can barely see it, but that's for very fine. You can barely feel it with your fingers. We used to make these all the time. You can still find them on Amazon. Kind of a little learning problem, a learning thing, because it is an octagon and a lot of people are used to round pans. I can pan in almost anything, like the original gold grabber. And there's a video of we have quite a few pans. But what prospector doesn't have quite a few pans? And everyone has their own favorite. Mine is the Mine Lab 15-inch pan. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. I've tried getting the camera up, and our gold is so small. Is It's virtually impossible for the camera to pick it up. I gotta get some of this brown sand out of here. Pull it off just gently. And back. This. Oh yeah. There's a little bit of fly poop. Get her down in there. Backed up. You know how to use these. If you don't, look on the video for it. And we have a little bit of gold. These are not bad. These are not too bad. They're, I would say they're second to these. That's my favorite. This is my second favorite. Ow. We will see. This is our Falcon Melody gold detector. Don't know if you can hear that. I'll bring it closer. As it's going to it, it's going off. That means there's minerals in there. Silver, gold. If it was just black sand, it would go away from it. When you pull away, it would beep. But this is going straight to it. Hopefully this mic's picking it up. So there's gold in this. These are awesome. Expensive? Yes, but awesome. But if you're four-wheeling, you got to get the Jeep or the pickup, then you modify it. If you're riding quads, we do have quads. You got to put new tires in it, lift, winch, and all that. So every hobby, you have to invest, like this hobby. You just saw our metal detector. There's a little short of our room. Starting with A52. That's a super sleuth. That's over $400. I'm not going to go through the cost of all this stuff. K&M Crusher, multiple other Cobra Crusher. I call that my stamp mill. It's actually a gas impacting tamper, but I've changed it up to using it as a stamp mill. Then you have the gold cube. Then we have our kilns and the chemicals and this and that. Just like anything else, it's well, it's you get the gold fever, so you buy more stuff. You can still just take a regular old pan, head on out with a scooper, and find stuff. You can still do that. Yeah. We do have metal detectors like the uh, metal Mind Lab, but I'm going to shut the video off right here, and I'll pick it back up after I clean the gold cube out. There's tons of videos of cleaning the gold cube. I'm not going to be another one that puts it out there. It's pretty simple. And my videos are already up to 30 minutes. And I do believe I do have a video of how to clean it. Anyways, Mason Mining out. If you like this video, again, like, share, subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more placer mining. We're not giving up on our hard rock, but well, like I said, the Malala River's in our backyard, and it's a lot cheaper on gas just to go there and look for gold. But we will be getting back down to our claim in Quartzville. Anyways, Mason Mining out. Have a great day, people.